Some players wait longer than others to make their MLB debut, and today for Zach Borenstein, a decade-long wait will finally come to an end. Welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise on MLB The Show 21, where in Season 2, the Rockies are actually making some progress towards being a competitive baseball team. We're a bit under 500 right now, but playing well in our recent episodes. But there are some players who have really struggled. Ryan McMahon is going down to AAA for the first time in this series, and we're calling up Zach Borenstein to finally make his Major League debut at the age of 31. He was one of our best players down at AAA a season ago. He's not going to be an immediate starter as Connor Joe's going to play first base, and he's certainly earned that, playing very well since being called up after a hot start to the season. The Rockies are playing some good baseball, winning 6 games in a row before Atlanta ends their streak, and now trying to start a new one against the San Francisco Giants, a team that has taken a step back this year, and they're behind the Rockies in the standings. We're trying to get closer to being a 500 baseball team, and in this matchup, Zach Borenstein is in the starting lineup for the first time with the Rockies, and this one's going past him all the way to the wall. Free agent pickup Jonathan Schoop is going to be in at third base as the Giants score first. So after a little blunder in the outfield, Zach Borenstein gets ready. His first Major League at-bat facing Logan Webb of the San Francisco Giants. Borenstein, of course, hit like 25 home runs last season. I can't remember the exact amount. And he drills this one over to third base. It is caught. A well-hit line out. And we're going back to the field now. Top of the third. Going back toward the warning track. And Borenstein can't make the play on this one either. Tapia backs him up for the second time. This one hit him in like the wrist. And I didn't realize that you can actually use like the right stick there to control the camera. I don't think that's always been an option. But the Giants are up 4-0. Here in the fourth, runner at third base, and Borenstein comes through with his first Major League hit and RBI. A base hit into left field. Borenstein last year hitting the 270s for most of the season, about 25 home runs at AAA. And he does have a lot of power. Those ratings are in the mid-70s. Bottom 5, Rockies down 2-0, and a pitch left up. This one's hammered to left field. Back at the wall, and Borenstein has his first Major League home run in his MLB debut. And after those miscues in the outfield, he's given the Rockies a 5th inning lead. Opposite field, 3-run homer. That's how you make a debut right there. With Borenstein here at the Major League level, if we continue to see play like this, there's a chance he can earn some more starts. I am pretty happy with the outfield overall, and we're starting to get better play from other players there. But this is a tremendous way for him to finally get called up, make an impact after a long career in the minor leagues. Top of the 8th. We don't have to worry about a defensive issue this time because that one's gone. And Mike Yastrzemski hits a solo homer off Scott Oberg, and that ties the game at 5. I was really invested in this game by this point, obviously. And being here in player lock, my only option to see the rest of it play out was like this. So here in the 8th inning, Charlie Blackmon draws a walk. Garrett Hampson pinch runs and steals second. 2 down, full count. Sam Hilliard with a drive. Out to the right field corner. This one's going back, and Yastrzemski's got just enough room to make the catch. Almost a lead for the Rockies, but we head into the 9th. Ryan Castellani on the mound, Jonathan Villar. This one's going to the left center gap, and it is down. And here in Colorado, those gappers tend to be triples, just like this one. Hoping to keep the run from scoring, here's a fly ball into center. Mike Tauchman hits it to Raimel Tapia, who comes up throwing, and that is going to be a sac fly for the Giants. Colorado down 1 in the 9th inning. Leading off against John Brebbia, Javi Baez ends up drawing the walk. Next batter, Josh Fuentes. He bunts this one all the way to first base. That's impressive distance, but not what you want there. Baez is almost out. And then Connor Joe strikes out. So in his debut, after already hitting that first home run, it's Borenstein, 2 down in the 9th. The game is up to him, and the tying run is at second base. Brebbia gets ahead, 1-2. Drilled it over to short, almost hit Baez, and the play is made to end the game as the Giants win it 6-5, spoiling the debut for Zach Borenstein. An up and down debut, but one that at least leaves me wanting to see more of what he's able to do. Although, gotta work on defense in this series. It has been one of the weakest parts of the team this year. We go from playing at the Major League level with Zach Borenstein to AAA, where Ryan McMahon has been playing now for a handful of days. Hit his first home run and is hitting .273 currently. Albuquerque's playing really well this season, and McMahon is starting to regain that hitting form that we were hoping he would display this year. And he started out the series one of our hottest hitters out of anybody. 3-2 here from Forrest Whitley in the second inning, and McMahon ends up drawing the walk. Whitley, by the way, #1 prospect in the Astros organization. And this ends up being a ground ball double play that ends the inning. Top of the 4th, 1-1. Runner on first, and Whitley gets McMahon with the high fastball. Strike 3. First strikeout of the entire game right there. In the 7th, Whitley still out there working on a 6th-inning performance, allowing just the 1 run, and McMahon gets hold of 1. Deep right center, back at the wall, and almost leaving. It's a loud out for Ryan McMahon, still the kind of contact we want to see him making. In the 9th inning, a bit ahead of that breaking ball. Pretty happy to see one right down the middle on the very next pitch, and McMahon rips it into right field, and quickly getting this one back in, but McMahon still gets to second with a very nice double. A couple batters later, here's Jet Bandy, and he grounds one through the right side and brings home McMahon. Albuquerque ended up tying the game in the 9th inning, but then lost it on a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th. I'm not sure yet how long McMahon's going to stay at AAA, but I'm not in a hurry. We end up bouncing back the next day as Colorado got a terrific start again from John Gray. By the way, Connor Joe goes yard, 2-run homer in the 2nd, but John Gray puts together another great outing, and then we get one from Yonny Chirinos in a shutout. Chirinos, by the way, the best home run preventer on the entire team. 1 home run allowed in 2 months. So let's take this one now to San Diego. They are the team to beat right now in this division. The Diamondbacks are pretty good. The Dodgers are the Dodgers. So there's a lot to chase in this division, and it's just never easy. Blake Snell versus Andrew Heaney. Let's get into this one. With the Rockies, we have definitely seen the averages pick up. The offense is trending so much better than where it was. Top of the 1st, here's a drive, it's Josh Fuentes, out to center field. Let's not waste any time getting that home run out of the way. Here in the 1st, off of Blake Snell. 11th on the year, he is 2nd on the team, of course behind Javi Baez, who is ahead of this changeup. 2-2 from Snell. And, well, we've gotten a few calls to go our way lately. I can't be that mad at that call. Adam Duvall finally hit a home run with him last episode. Now I know I can do it. But Snell strikes him out, picks up a couple here in the 1st inning. He's tough to go up against. We're getting another start here for Andrew Heaney, who has been inconsistent this season, but has shown some of that high-level play. I'm not sure we've seen him in Cy Young form like he was last year in the series. He ends up walking Eric Hosmer. Another call doesn't go our way. And then Trent Grisham, 3-2. He ends up drawing a walk. So the first two reach for the Padres, two lefties against Heaney. And it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And these numbers aren't typical of him, hitting .266 with 6 homers in 40 games. That's certainly a down season. And the first two pitches, not even close on these swings. But 0-2, this is grounded over to Connor Joe, and what could have been a double play ends up being another Rockies error. We've seen this far too often this season. The bases are loaded, nobody down. Manny Machado, first pitch down the line. Extra bases, taking a bad angle, scoring 3 just like that. This whole sequence is something we've got to work on. 2 walks and an error. And the Padres do some damage here in the first. And then another error. That could have been a double play. Wouldn't do anything about the 4th run, but this is so strange to see so many defensive miscues. 2 in the first inning is pretty bad, but how about a 3rd? They didn't even charge Fuentes with the error there for some reason. That was a bad throw. I don't know what's up with the fielding, okay? It's a mystery to me. Second inning, 5-1 Padres trying to start the comeback. Connor Joe, right field, has a hit taken away. Nice play. Heaney was much better in the second inning. Facing Fernando Tatis Jr., another swinging strike. And then ahead of the changeup, he's got him 2-2. Tatis taps it. Fuentes charges, makes the play. Actually an accurate throw. Bottom 3 facing Machado. Perfect curveball from Andrew Heaney. And then facing Asdrubal Cabrera. He gets him out in front of the changeup. You just wonder how good Heaney could look if the defense behind him was average. Because in this series, what we've seen from him so far has been mostly good, but we've also had bad defense in the games we have pitched with him. Top of the 4th inning, Josh Fuentes, only hit for Colorado at this point, and he can't get the second, striking out. 6 strikeouts for Blake Snell to this point. Here's Baez trying to turn on one just like last episode. He's a bit in front of that one. 2-2. And time this one up a bit better. That looks like the home run from last episode. But Petco's going to contain it. Out number 2. Guarantee that leaves in Coors. 2 down. Adam Duvall gets a hold of one. Deep left field at the pool. And this one does get out. Solo home run, number 3 on the season for Adam Duvall. Are we starting to see a turnaround for the veteran after a poor spring training and first 6 weeks of the year? Bottom 5. I was hoping to see Heaney finish this inning strong, keep it a 3-run game. But he walks Tatis. Doesn't get the close call here to Manny Machado and loses him 3-2. What a take. Again, Heaney walks 2 as Asdrubal Cabrera smokes one to third base. It's off the glove of Fuentes, and he's got no play. Base is loaded. Here's Will Myers. On the ground over to Baez. And we're going through this all over again every time. At this point, I was basically trying to look up the difference between button and button accuracy fielding. And I've been playing on button accuracy, which seems to be the consensus. But maybe because I don't have the meter that's messing with something. I'm not really used to these fielding settings, and what I've done this year is kind of new to me. But I have it set to button now, and maybe that is better. Garrett Hampson pinch hits, strikes out, and then I accidentally backed out of that menu. Don't worry, I'll go back. We'll put in Robert Stevenson. Except for there's a 3-batter minimum, and my mistake here in the menu forces Garrett Hampson to face 3 batters. This is not fair. Base hit center field for Eric Hosmer. And then a batting practice fastball to Trent Grisham, and that one is smoked. 2-run homer, Padres fans loving it. By the way, when does it ever actually rain in San Diego? This seems very unrealistic. Somehow Hampson popped up Tatis. He's really struggling this year. 10-2, top of the ninth. Yu Darvish out of the bullpen, giving up a deep drive to Adam Duvall, and this one is off the third deck. Duvall's second of the day. Terrible game here for the Rockies, but maybe we have something positive with the play recently from Adam Duvall, and we can expect more from him going forward. I don't know why Yu Darvish is now a long reliever, but he ends the game by striking out Brendan Rodgers, and the San Diego Padres beat the Rockies 10-3. Defense again showing up as a big issue, but maybe just going to that button setting will make a difference. I've played out the rest of the innings pitching to try and get more plays, and of course they hit like one ground ball the entire time, so I need more practice, I guess, to know for sure. Coming up very soon in this series, we're going to have the MLB draft for the second time. So I want to show you some of my favorite prospects, and we have the number 1 pick. We can draft anybody we want, and I need your help because I am not exactly sure what I want to do this year. I think ideally, there'd be like this can't miss ace caliber pitching prospect. If there is, I don't think I've found him. There are some good options. Now, do I want a 2026 ETA player? That's a long ways away. Or do I want somebody a bit closer to making it to the big leagues? There's a lot to think about with this top pick. I'm really intrigued by Kareem Gilliam, a 2023 ETA, super high potential, 5-tool player, but high injury risk. How do you factor that in to the equation with the number 1 pick? In the second round, I think that you easily take him, but I'm trying to figure out who the right first pick is. I also really like Johnny Schaffer, a catcher at number 1. Pirates just did it, why not us? I don't think that would be a bad pick at all. Lewis Williams, 2026 ETA, outfielder where I think our organization is strongest, although positional value isn't really going to affect my draft strategy very much, outside of I'm not prioritizing relief pitching. Everett Casilla at third base, 2023 ETA, really good contact, excellent in the field. Would love that fielding boost, obviously, and a higher average hitter would be awesome. I'm trying to show off all the high potential players, but I don't think that just because a player has 80 potential makes them an ideal number 1 pick. We really want to come away with someone who can make a big difference on this team. So let me know in the comment section your favorite prospects. I gotta say right now, I am leaning towards that catcher. Looks like his offense would be fantastic. But is there somebody else who has a higher ceiling that we should be targeting here? I'd really like to come away with a starting pitcher, again, fairly early in this class, but I'm not going to force it. There are a few players where if they're available beyond our first pick, they're like automatic players for us to take. Perhaps my favorite pitcher is Michael Wilkerson, only 75 potential, not quite 80, but a bit more strikeout upside than other pitchers that we have seen. Definitely a pitcher that relies on his stuff over velocity. So let me know down below who you think would be great additions to the team. I can't believe we're already close to that second draft, but I am looking forward to it, and that should be next episode. Want to give you a quick stat update before we wrap this one up today. The batting average is getting better. We're still 26th. We're at least getting on base and scoring, though. We have an average scoring offense, and we're a top 10 home run hitting team at the moment, thanks to primarily 2 players. Fielding percentage, one of the worst teams. ERA, 24th, is a lot better than last. And for home runs allowed, we're average despite playing half of our games in Coors Field. Javi Baez so far has been a home run signing, and if this keeps up, he's not going to be picking up that third-year option. He'll be getting a major deal. He's hitting home runs at a pace that's going to blow last season's numbers away, hitting a home run every 11.2 at-bats. He might go for over 40 this season. Josh Fuentes, his pace is way up. 11 home runs, love hitting with him, and he's hitting a home run every 14.6 at-bats, more than twice as good as last season. Garrett Hampson, he's actually playing really well lately. Him and Brendan Rodgers have very similar stats. Raimel Tapia continues to bring the average up. It's now in the 260s. Connor Joe is still hitting in the 280s. And for pitching, most of these ERAs are actually really solid, and we're getting some good play out of the bullpen. Derek Rodriguez, 3 starts, 2 quality starts, and just 3 runs allowed in 19 innings. For sure, he's going to get more chances. Checking out the minor league numbers, I think we might have to get Elijah Diori at the major league level. He's hit 7 homers, hitting .325 at AAA. I know he's a deep potential 64 overall catcher, but why not see what he could do? Meanwhile, Ryan McMahon leads the AAA team in OPS 935, despite a cold streak apparently. Maybe that's his major league cold streak. But most of AAA is red hot right now. Albuquerque looks like they're going to be one of the best AAA teams, period. David Geronimo, just 1 home run, hitting in the high 280s. And I do have a Dale Amador at AA now, the everyday shortstop at 19 years old. Really excited about his upside as well. I'll be getting more of those single A players up to AA to see if it helps their development. Brandon Gold's doing a really good job. Peter Lambert. We have enough pitching right now at the major league level that's intriguing me to not make more moves. But if anyone starts slumping, we're going to have options to call up other players. And Touki Toussaint, just okay numbers so far, but we're going to remain very patient with him. And that will bring us to the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode today. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And please help me not screw up the #1 overall pick by leaving your feedback down below in the comment section. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you next time.